6. Lucky numbers to focus and get rich on Thursday, April 24th, 2025, Buddhist teachings. What if 6 simple numbers could help you focus your mind, attract abundance, and shift your energy in the right direction? Just in time for Thursday, April 24th, 2025. Today on the Journey of Wisdom, we're revealing 6 powerful numbers inspired by Buddhist teachings, numerology, and ancient spiritual insight. These numbers aren't random. They carry energy that can support clarity, prosperity, and mindful action in your daily life. As the Buddha said, "With our thoughts, we make the world." These numbers are here to guide those thoughts, helping you align with purpose and peace, even in a busy, modern world. Stay until the end, because the final number holds a special energy, and I'll share one bonus number just for our community to boost your luck even more. Before we begin, like this video, subscribe, and comment below. I walk the path of abundance and clarity. Let's set our intention for April 24th to be a day of focus and fortune. 1. Number 7. The Seeker. Let's begin with the deeply symbolic number 7, revered in many spiritual traditions and known in numerology as the Seeker. This number is not about loud victories or material conquests, but about the quiet, powerful journey inward, a path of reflection, intuition, and self-discovery. In Buddhist philosophy, 7 often represents stages of enlightenment, reminding us that true wisdom arises not from accumulation, but from understanding. The Buddha taught, "Peace comes from within, do not seek it without." And this is the very essence of the energy 7 brings into our lives, especially during the reflective energy of April. Rather than rushing to change our external circumstances, 7 encourages us to pause and realign with our deeper values, to look beneath the surface of our ambitions and ask, what truly matters? In modern life, where distractions constantly pull us outward, the number 7 is like a still pond, calm, clear, and revealing. It's a call to slow down, to trust our intuition, and to seek meaning beyond fleeting success. Astrologically tied to Neptune, the planet of dreams and higher consciousness, this energy reminds us that not all progress is visible. Some of the most important growth happens quietly, within. So, as Thursday, April 24th approaches, take time to set intentions not just for wealth, but for wisdom. Ask yourself what abundance means to you, not just in your bank account, but in your heart. Whether it's through meditation, mindful decision-making, or simply journaling your thoughts, let 7 be your spiritual compass. Trust that as you align with your inner truth, clarity will arise and opportunities will follow. After all, as the Dhammapada says, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. Let this be the month where what you think is aligned with who you truly are. 2. 11. The Master Teacher. Let's turn our attention to a number filled with deep meaning and powerful energy. 11. Often called the Master Teacher. When you focus on this number, especially on a Thursday like April 24th, 2025, you're tapping into something greater than logic or routine. You're aligning with intuition, inspiration, and a higher spiritual awareness. In the world of numerology, 11 isn't just any number. It's a master number, vibrating at a high frequency and symbolizing deep insight, creativity, and the kind of wisdom that comes not from books, but from within. Think of 11 as a guiding light, nudging you to go beyond surface-level thinking and connect with your higher purpose. It's a reminder to trust your inner voice, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. While number 7 may call you to reflect inwardly, 11 lifts you higher. It opens the mind, connects the soul to something bigger, and urges you to see with clarity and compassion. In astrology, 11 aligns with Uranus, the planet of breakthroughs and innovation, helping you break free from old patterns and step boldly into fresh possibilities. What doors in your life need opening right now? What truth have you been sensing deep inside, waiting for the right moment to follow? 11 encourages you to explore those questions with courage. It is not just about personal insight. It's about how your growth connects to the collective, how your choices ripple out into the world. Many spiritual traditions regard 11 as a bridge between the material and spiritual, a number that reminds us we are never walking alone. So if you've been waiting for a sign, this is it. Listen within, open your heart, and trust that clarity will follow. The lesson of 11 is this: your intuition is your greatest teacher, and when you follow it, you align with your true self and open yourself to abundance, purpose, and peace. 3. Number 4. The Builder. Number 4, the Builder, carries a deeply rooted wisdom that echoes through both numerology and Buddhist thought, reminding us that true wealth and lasting success are not built overnight, but through consistent, mindful effort. This number is not flashy, but powerful. It teaches us the value of creating strong foundations, whether in our careers, relationships, or inner selves. Just as a house stands firm only when built upon stable ground, so too must our lives be structured with patience, discipline, and integrity. In the Dhammapada, the Buddha said, "As a solid rock is not shaken by the wind, so the wise are not moved by praise or blame." This mirrors the energy of the number 4, grounded, calm, and unshakable. Astrologically tied to Saturn, the planet of karma, time, and responsibility, 4 urges us to make wise, long-term decisions, embracing steady progress over instant gratification. When we align our actions with nature's order, reflected in the 4 elements, earth, water, fire, and air, we begin to see that even in a fast-paced world, the slow and steady path still leads to lasting prosperity. So as Thursday, April 24th, 2025 approaches, treat it as a sacred invitation to slow down and build something real. Whether you're launching a project, healing a part of yourself, or taking small steps toward financial independence, let your energy be calm and consistent. In modern life, it's easy to get swept up in distractions or quick wins, but the energy of 4 calls us to ground ourselves, to plan carefully, and to act from a place of inner clarity. Remember, the tallest tree grows from a seed planted deep in the earth, nurtured not by urgency, but by quiet strength. If you've made it this far, you're already aligning yourself with the energy of abundance this Thursday, April 24th, 2025. These 6 lucky numbers, rooted in Buddhist wisdom, are more than just numbers. They're guides to focus your mind and attract prosperity. Comment "Lucky Path" below to affirm your intention to follow this mindful journey toward wealth. Stay with us until the end. There's more insight ahead that could shift your fortune in powerful ways. 4. 3. The Creative Communicator. Now, I want to speak directly to your heart about a number that holds a special kind of magic. Number 3, often known as the Creative Communicator. On this path of wisdom and abundance, Thursday, April 24th, 2025, offers you a beautiful opportunity to align with the energy of number 3, a number that breathes life into our imagination, lights up our inner joy, and gently encourages us to speak our truth with courage and clarity. In the realm of numerology, 3 is a symbol of self-expression, optimism, and connection. It invites you to trust your voice, to share your story, and to see the world not just as it is, but as it could be. As the Buddha once said, what you think, you become. What you feel, you attract. What you imagine, you create. The number 3 is the heartbeat of that very creation. It gives rhythm to your thoughts, melody to your ideas, and expression to your deepest dreams. Governed astrologically by Jupiter, the planet of wisdom and expansion, 3 brings a playful and abundant energy, reminding you that joy itself can be a powerful path to growth. So I ask you now, in this moment, what is it that you've been holding back? What truth, idea, or vision lives within you, waiting to be spoken, painted, written, or simply lived out loud? Perhaps now is the time to stop doubting and start expressing. Many spiritual traditions see 3 as the union of mind, body, and spirit. When those 3 are in harmony, you begin to live not just a successful life, but a meaningful one. Let this number be your gentle reminder that creativity is not just for artists. It is for anyone who chooses to live with openness, curiosity, and joy. From the smile you share, to the words you speak, to the dreams you bring to life, 3 supports it all. So if you're feeling called to step into a more vibrant version of yourself, take this as your sign. Let the energy of 3 walk beside you this month. Be bold, be joyful, and above all, be you. What will you create when you finally allow yourself to shine fully and unapologetically? 526, the harmonizer of cycles. Number 26, known as the harmonizer of cycles, is more than just a number. It's a powerful symbol of balance, maturity, and the dance between worldly success and inner wisdom. In numerology, 26 is the fusion of the intuitive strength of 2 and the stability of 6, forming a bridge between personal growth and service to others. At this stage in life, especially for those aged 30 to 65, many begin to reflect on their journey, what they've built, what they've learned, and how they can create harmony in the next chapters of their lives. As we approach Thursday, April 24th, 2025, under the rare alignment of celestial bodies, 26 appears not just as a lucky number, but as a sacred signal urging us to bring together our life experiences and redirect them toward meaningful impact. In Buddhist thought, the nature of cycles is deeply respected. Everything rises and falls, and through mindfulness we can learn to flow with change rather than resist it. As the Dhammapada says, just as a flower does not pick and choose the bees that come to it, a wise person welcomes all experiences, sweet or bitter, as opportunities to grow. Number 26 whispers this same truth. It asks us to integrate our past mistakes and successes into a deeper, more compassionate wisdom. Prophets like Nostradamus saw this number as a moment of karmic convergence, where humanity is invited to rise beyond division and embrace unity. Similarly, Vanga interpreted 26 as a portal for transformation, where reflection becomes the foundation for purposeful momentum. In our modern lives, often pulled in many directions by work, family, and personal obligations, 26 is a gentle yet powerful reminder to pause, find your center, and move forward in alignment with your higher values. This number doesn't promise instant wealth, but it encourages the kind of harmony between material ambition and spiritual clarity that leads to enduring prosperity. So as you step into this Thursday with intention, ask yourself, where in your life can you bring more balance? What can you release from the past to walk lighter into the future? As Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully taught, When we are mindful, deeply in touch with the present moment, our understanding of what is going on deepens, and we begin to be filled with acceptance, joy, peace, and love. Let the energy of 26 guide you there with wisdom, grace, and the quiet strength of a heart in tune with the universe. 6. Number 35. The Dynamic Harmonizer. Now that you've joined us until the very end, here's a special gift just for you. Our bonus number for Thursday, April 24th, 2025. The Dynamic Harmonizer. This number carries a deep and meaningful energy that can guide your journey through the rest of the year with a sense of purpose, clarity, and abundance. In Buddhist-inspired numerology, 35 is known as the harmonizer because it brings together two powerful forces. 3, which symbolizes communication, joy, and optimism, and 5, which represents freedom, adaptability, and movement. When these energies meet, they create a number that encourages us to grow, not just fast, but wisely. Can you see how life often asks us to stretch and evolve, while still staying true to who we are? Number 35 reminds you that success isn't just about speed or change. It's about balanced transformation. You are being invited to cultivate both a solid foundation and an open mind. Ask yourself, where in your life can you introduce more flexibility without losing your sense of stability? How can you embrace change with courage while staying rooted in what truly matters? Let the wisdom of 35 guide you to become more resilient, creative, and in harmony with the world around you. May this number not only bring material blessings, but also a deeper understanding of your life's direction. And remember, just like the Buddha taught, the middle path is where true peace lies, not in extremes, but in balance. So as you move forward, take this lesson with you. When your foundation is strong, your spirit can fly. Thank you for spending your time with us in today's video on the 6 lucky numbers for Thursday, April 24th, 2025. Guided by Buddhist teachings to help you focus and attract abundance. It truly means a lot to have you here as part of our growing community. If you're new, feel free to comment, "I am a seeker," to let us know you're beginning this journey. And if you've been with us for a while, type, "I walk the path," to remind us of your steady presence. Your words, no matter how small, bring life and meaning to this space and keep us inspired to share more wisdom. Now, let's continue this journey together, shall we? Buddhist strategies for wealth, how to attract money with focused luck. In a world that constantly urges us to chase more, Buddhism offers a refreshing and unexpected truth. Real wealth isn't about how much you have, it's about how aligned you are. It's about intention, energy, and clarity of purpose. This journey explores how Buddhist wisdom, when paired with focused intention, often mistaken for mere luck, can unlock the doors to lasting prosperity. This isn't superstition. It's about mastering your inner world, cultivating awareness, and syncing your actions with the natural flow of abundance. These timeless teachings don't just guide your thoughts, they train your mind to attract the right people, the right ideas, and the right opportunities for true financial growth, all while keeping you grounded in peace, purpose, and personal power. Number 1. Cultivate the right intention. In Buddhist philosophy, everything begins in the mind. Our thoughts shape our reality, and our intentions quietly guide the direction of our lives. When it comes to attracting wealth, it's not just about action or ambition. It starts much deeper, with the mindset and energy we bring into our relationship with money. If we chase wealth driven by fear, perhaps fear of not having enough, of being left behind, or of never feeling secure, then that fear begins to shape the outcomes we experience. The same goes for greed or desperation. These energies create a sense of lack, a belief in scarcity that actually repels abundance. But when we approach money with a sense of purpose, clarity, and a desire to serve others as well as ourselves, we shift into alignment with true prosperity. This is the essence of cultivating right intention, one of the eightfold paths in Buddhism, and it applies to financial life just as much as to spiritual growth. In our modern world, where financial pressure often feels overwhelming, this teaching offers a calm, empowering alternative. Begin each day with a quiet moment of reflection and set a clear, heartfelt intention. Something like, "May the resources I receive today help me live with dignity, and may I share that dignity with others." It's a small habit, but over time, it transforms not just your relationship with money, but your overall sense of purpose. When your intention is rooted in good, rather than self-centered gain, you naturally start making choices that attract opportunities, build trust with others, and open doors. You become a magnet not just for wealth, but for meaningful wealth, prosperity that sustains not only your needs, but contributes to the well-being of others. This is how inner alignment becomes outer abundance, and why intention is always the first step on the journey to financial peace. Number 2, practice generosity. Dana. Let's talk about something that might surprise you on the path to attracting wealth: generosity. In Buddhism, generosity, or dana, isn't just about giving money away. It's a mindset, a way of being that loosens the tight grip of fear and scarcity. You might think that holding on tightly to your money is the smart way to build wealth, but in truth, that fear can block the natural flow of abundance in your life. True wealth, according to the Buddha's teachings, comes from letting go, not clinging. When we give, even a little, we plant seeds that grow in powerful and unexpected ways. Buying a cup of coffee for someone, offering time to a friend in need, or donating what you can to a cause you believe in, all have ripple effects that come back to you, often in forms you wouldn't expect. There's a real-life story of a business owner who quietly chose to give 10% of his earnings to support local schools. He didn't announce it, he didn't expect anything in return, but within months, his business started receiving more support from the community and his profits began to grow. Why does this happen? Because generosity creates connection, it builds trust, and more than that, it aligns us with the energy of abundance instead of the fear of lack. When you give, you're telling the universe, "I have enough, and there's more to come." Isn't that a beautiful shift from always worrying about what might run out? So take a moment to ask yourself, where in your life can you practice generosity today? What do you have? Money, time, kindness, energy that you can share freely. This doesn't mean giving beyond your limits. It means giving from the heart in ways that uplift others and bring joy to your own soul. Remember, generosity isn't about the size of the gift, but the sincerity behind it. The lesson here is simple but profound. Generosity opens the heart, connects us with others, and breaks down the illusion of not having enough. When you start giving from a place of love and intention, you invite more opportunities, more trust, and more prosperity into your life. So start small, give often, and watch how the world responds. Number 3. Clear mental clutter through meditation. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like you're doing all the right things, putting in the effort, working hard, but wealth still seems to slip through your fingers? You're not alone. In our fast-paced, noisy world, our minds are often filled with endless thoughts, worries and distractions, what we call mental clutter. And when the mind is cluttered, we miss what's right in front of us. That's why in Buddhist teachings, meditation isn't just a path to spiritual peace. It's also a powerful practice to bring clarity and awareness to every area of life, including how we attract and handle money. When your mind is still, you begin to notice things you hadn't seen before, new possibilities, subtle opportunities, ideas that were hiding behind the noise. This is how focused luck works. It's not about waiting for a miracle. It's about sharpening your awareness so that when fortune quietly knocks, you're fully present to open the door. So take just 5 minutes each morning, not long at all, to sit quietly and follow your breath. As your mind begins to settle, gently bring your attention to your financial intentions. Picture yourself free from fear and confusion about money. See your relationship with wealth as something peaceful, balanced, and generous. This is not wishful thinking, it's mental preparation. You're aligning your inner world with the outer world you wish to experience. What if, by simply creating space in your mind, you allowed abundance to flow in more naturally? And not just for yourself, but in a way that brings benefit to those around you too. I believe this is where the true magic lies, not in chasing money, but in becoming so clear and grounded that wealth begins to find its way to you. How would your life change if you gave yourself this kind of quiet attention each day? If you've made it this far, you're already tuning into the deeper wisdom behind attracting wealth with focused intention and mindful action. Comment below with focused fortune to affirm your journey toward abundance, guided by Buddhist principles. Stay with us until the end. There's still powerful insight ahead that could shift your entire relationship with money and bring more harmony into your financial life. Number 4, be mindful with money. In a world that often pushes us to consume more and move faster, mindfulness offers a powerful way to slow down and truly see our relationship with money for what it is. Not just a tool for survival or status, but a reflection of our values, our discipline, and our inner state. When we act without awareness, we might find ourselves spending emotionally, buying things to fill a void, soothe stress, or chase temporary happiness. Or perhaps we invest blindly, swayed by trends or hearsay, without truly understanding where our energy and resources are going. This lack of clarity creates imbalance, and over time it leads to regret, anxiety, or even resentment toward money itself. But when we choose to be mindful, we begin to notice these patterns. We start asking gentle, wise questions like, am I spending from a place of peace or pressure? Or, does this decision reflect who I truly want to become? That simple pause before a purchase, that moment of reflection before committing to a financial choice, it creates space for wisdom to enter. It's not about becoming stingy or fearful with money, but about becoming intentional. In Buddhist thought, every action, no matter how small, carries karmic weight. That means even how we handle our wallet can influence the flow of our life. So, in modern life, where marketing is relentless and financial stress is common, mindfulness becomes your shield and your compass. Whether you're paying bills, giving to a cause, or investing in your future, let your actions come from a place of balance and clarity. Because when your money decisions align with your deeper values, you don't just attract wealth, you create peace around it. yourself with noble influences. Let's talk about something deeply rooted in the Buddha's wisdom, but often overlooked when it comes to money: the power of your surroundings. The people you spend time with, the conversations you listen to, the content you consume, all of these things act like the soil in which your thoughts and beliefs grow. So ask yourself, what kind of garden are you growing in? If your environment is filled with fear around money, judgment toward those who succeed, or a mindset of scarcity, then it's no surprise if wealth seems hard to come by. Buddha taught us that we are shaped by the company we keep. In fact, he once said, "Good friends are the whole of the spiritual life." That teaching doesn't just apply to meditation or moral behavior, it also applies to how we relate to money, opportunity, and abundance. If you're surrounded by people who constantly complain about how money is the root of all evil, or rich people are greedy, then that energy, that way of thinking, quietly starts influencing your own beliefs, and without realizing it, you may find yourself pushing wealth away, even when you need it or deserve it. So what can you do to shift this? Start by surrounding yourself with what we might call noble influences, voices that encourage, uplift, and expand your view of what's possible, especially when it comes to wealth. Find mentors or authors who speak about abundance, not from greed, but from wisdom and clarity. Seek out conversations that honor generosity, financial responsibility, and the joy of sharing. Don't just think of wealth as something to be taken or hoarded. Think of it as a resource that flows through you, like water through a river, feeding your life and the lives of others. What kind of books do you read? What podcasts do you listen to? Who do you talk to about your financial goals? Each of these is either watering seeds of confidence or feeding weeds of doubt. Which one do you want growing in your mind? Here's a simple but powerful practice to help you realign. Write down 5 names of people who inspire financial confidence in you. These could be teachers, friends, public figures, or even people you've never met, but who speak truthfully and wisely about wealth. Keep that list somewhere visible. Why? Because every time you look at those names, you're reminding yourself of what's possible, and more importantly, you're giving your mind new role models to follow. It's like inviting those people into your inner circle, even if only in spirit. Their mindset begins to influence yours, just like sunlight influences a plant's growth. And don't forget, this isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about creating a space, both inside and around you, where abundance feels natural, not forced. Where wealth is seen as a tool for good, not a symbol of selfishness. Where you understand that being financially secure doesn't make you less spiritual, it gives you more freedom to live your values. So let me ask you, who are the voices you're letting into your mental space every day? Are they helping you grow or holding you back? When we align ourselves with noble influences, we're not just chasing money, we're cultivating the wisdom to handle money well. We learn how to use it in ways that support our families, uplift our communities, and deepen our ability to live with integrity. Remember, your environment is either supporting your growth or stalling it. Choose wisely. The lesson here is simple but transformative. Change your circle, change your mindset. And when your mind shifts, your luck, your habits, and your wealth will follow. Number 6. Use focused affirmations and mantras. Now let's explore something deeply powerful yet often overlooked when it comes to attracting wealth, not just in terms of money, but in the broader sense of abundance, security, and well-being. It's about how we speak to ourselves, how we focus our minds, and how we tune into the kind of energy we want to invite into our lives. This brings us to an ancient yet very relevant Buddhist strategy, the practice of focused affirmations and sacred mantras. You see, in Buddhism, words are never just empty sounds. They are carriers of intention, of vibration, of deep inner alignment. And when used with mindfulness, they have the potential to reshape not just how we think, but how we live. Let's dive deeper into why this matters. So, have you ever noticed how your inner dialogue affects your mood, your choices, and even your confidence in going after opportunities? Maybe on a hard day, that inner voice says, "I'll never have enough," or "money is always slipping away." Over time, these thoughts plant roots in the subconscious. And the subconscious, unlike the conscious mind, doesn't argue, it simply absorbs. In Buddhism, we understand the mind to be like a field. What you plant with consistency and care will grow. This is why repetition done mindfully has such incredible power. Through intentional affirmations and mantras, we begin to plant new seeds to replace old patterns of lack and limitation with energy that is open, confident, and abundant. But let's be clear, this isn't about wishful thinking or just repeating a few phrases and expecting wealth to fall from the sky. True focused affirmation is not fantasy, it is a disciplined mental practice. It means bringing your full attention, your breath, and your sincerity to the words you speak. For example, try starting with something simple yet powerful like, "I am open to abundance." Sit quietly. Breathe. Say it not because you're trying to force reality to bend, but because you are choosing to align your inner state with openness, with receptivity, with possibility. And feel into what those words mean to you. What does abundance look like in your life? Is it financial freedom? Is it the peace of knowing you're safe and supported? Is it being able to share and give generously without fear? You are the one who gives these words meaning, and through repetition, you give them power. Now, in Buddhist tradition, we also have sacred mantras, vibrational phrases passed down through centuries that leave to connect us with specific energies or qualities of the awakened mind. One that's often used for prosperity is Om Vasudha Svaha. Vasudhara is a revered bodhisattva of abundance, generosity, and fertility. When you chant her mantra, you're not just asking for wealth, you are aligning yourself with the energy of giving and receiving, with the natural flow of generosity that is already part of the universe. Chanting this mantra regularly, especially in the early morning or before important decisions, can be like tuning your inner instrument to a more harmonious, receptive frequency. Try repeating it softly, Om Vasudha Svaha. Let the sound carry through your body and notice what it awakens in you. How do you feel when you open yourself to that kind of energy? And again, I want to emphasize, this is not about superstition. Buddhism teaches that cause and effect is always at play. When you speak with clarity and intention, you shape your mindset. When your mindset shifts, your decisions shift. And over time, your life path begins to move in a new direction. What we affirm with our words becomes what we believe, and what we believe becomes how we act, and that is the real foundation of transformation. Wealth, in its deepest sense, begins as a mindset of sufficiency, trust, and alignment. So ask yourself, what kind of inner dialogue are you feeding every day? Are your thoughts expanding your sense of possibility, or are they shrinking it? Many people underestimate this part of the journey because they're looking for something external, a job, a deal, a lucky break. But what if the real turning point is internal? What if shifting your mental frequency through focused mantras is the first step in attracting new opportunities? When we chant or speak affirmations with presence, we start to carry ourselves differently. We speak with more confidence. We handle money with more intention. We say yes to new things because we believe we deserve them. That's the deeper change. That's the wealth we're really after. And there you have it. 6 powerful numbers and their deeper meanings to help you align your energy, sharpen your focus, and invite abundance into your life. This Thursday, April 24th, 2025. Remember, these numbers aren't just for luck. They're reminders of your inner strength, your clarity of purpose, and the wisdom you carry within. Whether it's through mindful intention, quiet reflection, or inspired action, your path to prosperity begins from the inside out. If this video brought you insight or inspiration, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our upcoming teachings and energy updates. Together, let's continue to walk the path of clarity, compassion, and conscious abundance. Until next time, may you be well, may you be peaceful, and may fortune flow with wisdom into your life.